Hey y'all know I had intend to upload this. Okay, so y'all see the time that I'm starting. Y'all see the time I got a bad toothache, so y'all excuse my mouth being swollen. Y'all excuse my mouth being swollen. So I'm gonna do this part here. Y'all know my sugar was up this morning. I don't know why my sugar. I don't know. This got something to do with my pain level. I don't know. Because my pain level have really been at 1,000 plus for the last couple of days. The last couple of days, I don't know why my pain level been so high. And sometimes they say, good morning. Sometimes they say, it's the weather. Because when I checked my sugar was 213. I was like, whoa, wait a minute now. So I was like, okay, well, look. And the key is, but I'm going to tell y'all something. When I started this journey a little bit over 10 plus years ago, the walking, y'all know I told y'all about the walking part. Then plus y'all, look, I got on a dress out here trying to walk. Because I was not intending to exercise. One of my supporters had got in contact with me. So I was not intending to exercise. But instead of me trying to do what I'm supposed to be doing, I ended up having to jump up. Forgot the day was Friday. Forgot. I mean, I'm talking about like you know how you got so many things to do, tons and tons and tons of things to do. And I was really supposed to have been going to get my hair done, but my hair had got wet. So I was like, okay, well, the only thing is, like, it's just so much. I just, wish I had somebody at home to do it. Because it used to be this guy. They used to come, go to different places. I think it was like a mobile or something that they would do. Thank you.
Time 5 minutes. Distance 0.11 miles. Average pace 43 minutes 03 seconds per mile.
So I don't know if y'all can see that hill right there. Look, that's why I say y'all be in different locations and everything. Honestly, y'all already know the country. I be in different areas, and so that's another good thing. So back to the walking part, what I was telling y'all. I used to get so frustrated. So let me tell y'all something. Do not get frustrated on your journey. I'm tell y'all something. When I know I told y'all I had wanted to invest into me a treadmill, because in one of my bedrooms I had all the equipment in there. I even had my son weight machine, and I had so much, just the weight machine, what was I'm trying to think what it was. I had a treadmill. Well, no, I didn't have a treadmill. I had the elliptical, but the elliptical one that I had was like the one. Oh my God, y'all, look at it. The little bird. Oh my God, I'm scared. The little bird come up to me. Bird, please don't look. I'm not scared of you, not bird, okay? Because this little bird come up to me, y'all. But it's a chicken. It ain't no bird, it's a chicken. My daddy used to have chickens. It's a little chicken. Okay, so, yeah, I feel it. Okay, so back to this. So I had like the elliptical, but I didn't know it was like the elliptical at the time. So during the time I had the elliptical, it was like the one that you do, because I had it when I was staying upstairs in Northport, but it's the one that you used to get on and try to do something. I forgot how it was, but when I had got into the mobile home, I had ended up was like, okay, well, let me invest into me this treadmill. So my neighbor, she was like, I got one for sale. I said, are you serious? She said, yes, because she seen me when I went to the Kmart And I was like, this is what I'm going to invest in buying me the treadmill for my birthday. And so came back, she told me that her friend girl was supposed to have been buying it. She said, but her friend girl never did come through. She had it put up in the little storage out there on the trailer. You know how you had them the trailer parts on the back. She had it put up in there. So when it came back that week before my birthday, like, cause I had already had everything in there that you have at the gym except for the pool and those. I had the air stuff and all that kind of stuff. And then I had like didn't really know how to do work the DVDs and all that. But I still had the cable. I had the DirecTV cable. Now, honestly, DirecTV cable, when I had got that was about the best TV service that you can get. Y'all, I'm already tired. See, I give out so quick, but I give out so quick because of this hip and my back and this left leg. I give out so quick. And so when I stepped on the scale, I was so proud of myself. Y'all know, I posted. I was so proud of myself. And not only that was I just so proud of myself, because I was like, why is my face looking fat? What is I'm doing? Why is my face looking so big and fat? So not only that, when I went to the doctor, they weighed me. And I'm like, why do I seem like I'm be giving out of breath all the time? They said, no, it's just because the way I be walking. I was like, I feel like I'm about 400 pounds and I feel like I'm the big bad wolf, like huffing and a puffing and a huffing and a puffing. But y'all know I make a joke out of stuff anyway. I really do. I make a joke out of stuff. That's why I said I play too much anyway. But I tell everybody it's the time to play and it's time not to play. So I deal with them person. So, but when I came back to her house, to her mobile home, I wouldn't.
Time 10 minutes. Distance 0.22 miles. Average pace 45 minutes. 0.8 seconds per mile.
I said, do you want to go? I said, do you want to go half with me on this treadmill for my birthday, or do you want to just surprise me? So he was like, I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. He said, he was like, I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. He said, ain't nothing too expensive, too cheap for you. He said, I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. So I was like, no, you ain't got to do it. I told my guy, I said, no, you ain't got to do it. Y'all, me and this little chicken. Okay, so, y'all, this another little chicken. I don't even want to try to flip the camera to try to show y'all this little chicken. I'm going to just show y'all. Look right there. This little chicken, me and this little chicken here. And I keep forgetting this little chicken is right here. So, I told him, I said, what we gonna do? By that time when he had called me back, he said, he's like, what you got going on? What's up? I said, I just bought me the treadmill for my birthday. He was like, man, I said, I just bought me the treadmill for my birthday. I said, we putting the treadmill in the mobile home now. The lady next door, she had said, Faith, she said, come on. She said, let's see. She said, it used some batteries. And she asked me about, I think it was AAA batteries or either AA batteries or something. And I was like, I think I got some AAA batteries or AA batteries. I couldn't remember what kind of was. She said, we're going to plug it up. She said, I'm going to make sure it runs. So she wrote me a bill of sale. She gave me a copy. I gave her the other part, the original part back. I went in my other little part that I call, y'all know I got the other little part. It's the office where I had the little warehouse. And I went there, I made a copy of the bill of sale. So she said, you don't need to be working so early in the morning like that, because it's dangerous for you to be working so early in the morning. And I was like, oh, I'm fine. So end up, y'all, when I tell y'all I got that treadmill, I couldn't even do 2 freaking minutes on that doggone treadmill. I was getting so frustrated with that treadmill. So I end up going back out that door, the walk. I end up walking like the fresh air. I don't know, and I'm really not an outdoor person. For real, I'm not an outdoor person. And you say something about going on some trips, baby, I'm running. That's why when they be saying they got to get me out. But me, I'm more like I'm not gonna say a homebody, but kind of like a homebody that. And you know, and the cooking that y'all be seeing, yeah, I love to cook, but I'm not trying to talk about getting out there cooking for nobody else and all that kind of stuff. I ain't trying to, do all that, but I didn't know myself was gonna go as far as it went, and I appreciated going as far as it went. I be looking at some of those videos like, dang, that cooking video got 10.4K views. I really didn't understand what that meant. I was like, and then I was like, oh, and then my best friend, she was telling me, I said, dang, I didn't know what that mean. I didn't know what that mean about my fitness videos. I said, now I see what you're talking about. So I end up going back inside. Y'all hear me talking about Sasha. Sasha say, I don't care at what time of morning, day, evening it is. You get on that treadmill. Your such and such better call me. The 2 minutes. Man, when I tell y'all the 2 minutes. So I end up having a treadmill right there by my bed. Now remind you, in my other place that I had the rest of the equipment in the other area. I end up
Time 15 minutes. Distance 0.34 miles. Average pace 44 minutes 36 seconds per mile.
I'm really trying not to, oh Lord, I ain't got my walker. As always, I ain't got my walker. And these hills, I ain't trying to go up no hill. I ain't trying to go up no hill because I honestly ain't got on the right shoes. So Sasha was like, I don't know what we gonna talk about, but she was like, we gonna talk about something. So I picked up the phone and I got ready to call Sasha, but then I put the phone down. Next thing I know, my phone had rung and it was like Sasha calling me. She had sent me a text and then she ended up calling me. So by that time I started moving my treadmill to the front room. I said, okay, turn on my favorite show. What can you, and just cover up the part right there. Just cover it up. Three's Company, I Love Lucy, Good Times, The Jeffersons, Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie. So I was like, just turn it on. And so, hopefully it don't solo. When I did that, I covered it up. And this thing I know, we was on the phone, we was talking, and I had, like I said, I had just got re-sick again. I had just got re-sick. So y'all know y'all have to go back and watch the previous and see. So I won't be doing no repeatedly because I will do it repeatedly. So somebody knocked at my door. They knocked at my door. They came on in. They just pulled the door open, y'all. They just pulled the door open. It was somebody that I used to talk to. And at the same time, my guy, he's so just silly. He had me laughing about stuff. So he must have known, because people always go back and run tell stuff that they ain't got no business. But it wasn't bad though. It was just somebody that wanted to come by there and tell me that they didn't know why they did what they had did. And they wanted, put it like this, they wanted to make peace with me, and they asked me for forgiveness. That's what it was. They asked me would I forgive them, and I did. And I asked them to forgive me for what I did to them too. So we both made peace with each other. Some people like this. I asked them, I was like, okay. So we sat down on the chair, we talked, and I said, well, since you want to ask me to forgive you, would you forgive me for what I did to you? I said, because due to the fact that you had took stuff the wrong way. I said, and I had already felt it. I said, if I had known, I'm not the type of person that just gonna go by what nobody tell me. But I had felt it, and you can't fool a woman with their instincts. So by that time, me and Sasha on the phone, Sasha was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So I told her, then I got back on the treadmill. Yeah, when I tell y'all I got back on the treadmill, because this person had wanted to cook. And this one of my friends was like, they wish they had a man to cook for them. No, it wasn't even about the cooking. It wasn't even about all that. They had fried some fish and French fries, fried some fish and French fries and something else we had. I don't forgot what it was. But y'all, when I tell y'all, when I got on that MyFitnessPal, see, I was eating, like I said, I was eating the wrong foods for real. And during that time, Sasha was like, babe, you don't supposed to have that. You don't supposed to have that. Y'all, when I tell y'all, that drink, I ain't finna, and my baby sisters can say, the sugar honey iced tea. I ain't finna sugar honey iced tea. So y'all take the letters of the first words and y'all spell it out to y'all. I end up had me it's a green bottle, Tangerine, some vodka and everything. I started drinking, y'all. But I didn't drink while I would get drunk or anything, because she was getting on to me about the health problem. So the next day, Sasha called me. She said, what you doing? I said, I laid in the bed. I was like, I'm trying to get up and get on this treadmill.
Time 20 minutes. Distance 0.46 miles. Average pace 43 minutes 35 seconds per mile.
Finally got up on the treadmill. When I covered it up, it was Three's Company that I ended up watching it. So we talking about, oh hell, that's when this thing called Tango was out, where we had end up video calling each other. Y'all know a lot of that stuff, and that's when this Flipagram, they had the Flipagram going on. So we end up talking. Y'all, when I uncovered that freaking treadmill, and I looked, and I promise y'all, I was like, Sasha, I did it. I was so excited. I had stayed on that treadmill unintentionally over an hour. Now remind you that I kept doing the treadmill every single day. Then I would try to switch up and go out there and walk. My son instructor and his supervisor at the time, Dr. Murphy, y'all know my lady Murphy, sweetest lady you would ever want to meet. So I had explained to her my situation. My son had made me this weight loss plan. Y'all, it was so cute. It was just so cute, and I still got it with his handwriting on it. Excuse me, y'all. I still got it with his handwriting on it, and it says, Mom's weight loss plan. And I thought that was so cute, and he had on there for me to lift the weights and everything. And so that's why I was like, I ain't been lift no weights. Now when I was younger, I used to run, turn flips, jump up and climb up and down them trees, and bleeding, getting my knees and elbows dirty. My dad used to get on to me about that. I used to believe in doing all that. And then I used to believe in lifting weights. But the older I got, I can't stand to lift no weights, and I can't stand that stretching. I can't stand that stretching. And so when after my lady Murphy made me a workout plan, and this workout plan that I be going by is hers and my son. The workout plan was Monday. Okay, so I had to well, I had to rechange it. I'm not gonna say strategize, but you know what I mean. I had to change it and do because my rest days used to be Sundays. Complete rest days used to be Sundays. So I had changed it all the way, and the way she had it for me to work out was I didn't have to do it, but I chose it that way. And I felt, honestly, I had felt like when you start on the beginning of the week, it seemed like I got more energy, and I was a lot like the Energized Bunny or something. I was more movable and kind of like making it a habit. So she had on there, Sunday, I would walk for an hour and 45 minutes. But it was like I couldn't walk that hour and 45 minutes. That's why I said, y'all go back and watch the previous videos. Y'all see what I had on there, how I had to do the increments and do like 5 and then the 10. Then when I seen what I should do 10 minutes, then after that I added, more, but I was breaking it down by different times. Like if I walked earlier, got on the treadmill or something like that, but I was able, I started off with like that because she had like, 30 minutes on the treadmill twice a day. Okay, Sundays, go outside, walk for about an hour and 45 minutes. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, the treadmill twice a day. Tuesdays and Thursdays, do like a Zumba or a bicycle. So I would go in my other room in the office and do the bicycle. And that's when like I said, go back. So I said, y'all, if y'all
Time, 25 minutes. Distance, 0.57 miles. Average pace, 43 minutes, 15 seconds per mile.
She added the weights in there. She added the weights and the stretching. And that would be like 30 to 45 minutes. Then the peanut butter sandwiches on wheat bread, like if I wanted a snack, she had, and the avocado. I'm still trying to get used to the avocado. And Sasha ended up calling me, and Sasha was like, she had won some stuff from this challenge that she was on, and I had won some stuff from this challenge from Gina, my season to win. I had won her and Sheena with the most weight, and I had lost more inches. Like I said, I was honestly getting frustrated. Everybody was saying that I was losing. I didn't see where I was losing. I was weighing myself every day. That was making me frustrated when I was weighing myself every day. So my son told me that he had put me on this where I would weigh myself every 2 months. I didn't like to weigh myself every 2 months because I wanted to know what I was. So then we had this what is this? Something called this they called it the NSV, the non-scale victory. And I was like, oh no, I can't trust it. So I was like, no, the non-scale victory, where you go, you add something. Because y'all know what, let me tell you something. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it myself. I had got up to a size 26. Do you hear me? Plus size 26. I had got up there. I had got just that big. A size 26. Baby, when I tell y'all, I had went from, y'all see, that's why I said I'm going to go back like the previous. I had got down to, I wonder can I go that way? Y'all know what, I'm trying to figure out if I can go that way, but I don't want to be all in the place. I believe I could have went that way, but I don't even want to take a chance for real. But I had got down to, you see, I had got down to a size 16, 18. I got down to that 16, 18, and I don't know if I had told y'all this or not. The goal was, by me being big as I was, but I didn't look big. But I thought I was just thick. Man, you couldn't tell me nothing. I didn't look big. One of my friends, my ex-neighbors, we had went to the thrift store, and we had bought this dress, and so she wanted to buy. Her dude had went somewhere. I don't forgot where he had went, but I think he had to go to work, and so we had got this dress. So they didn't have the other dress that she was looking for. So we wanted to try to just to take the pictures in them. So we ended up, it was a cute little dress. Y'all will see it on my IG. Cute little dress with the, it's like a half top on there. It's a half top on there. And I'm standing out on, I'm actually standing out, if y'all see it, it's an old picture. I'm actually standing out on the porch of the trailer. And I think it was something, I want to say it was that song Mike Jones back then or something. I you know, I'm getting old, y'all. I'm getting old. When I did that one, when I did that, so Sasha ended up saying, I got this recipe that we gonna make. She was like, I got this recipe we gonna make. So I'm like, okay. She said, the tacos. She said, and the burger. She said, we gonna use the turkey burger. She said, and we gonna use the ground turkey. So instead of us using the taco shell for the tacos, we use
Time 30 minutes. Distance 0.69 miles. Average pace 43 minutes 05 seconds per mile.
So then we end up not putting, we weren't gonna put no mayo because it came however it came. So we end up doing that. So when it came to the ground turkey, she said, what we gonna do, we gonna use the lettuce for the ground turkey. It's gonna kind of look like a salad. What we gonna do, we ground our turkey, and we used, what did she say? But anyway, I uploaded it. It was nice. And she said, she was like, this is what we gonna have. And she said, and for our breakfast, she was like, you and I, we don't do the breakfast. She said, but I need you to get your protein in. And me, I'm a coffee lover. And I think I drink the coffee for the sugar and the creamer. I think that's my biggest problem. I like the coffee for the sugar and the creamer. And she said, when you do the coffee, she said, I want you to go to the store, which my mama had already done it. Her and my daddy had done it. Got me to decaffeinate it. Y'all, I'm sitting up there looking at that doggone decaffeinated coffee. Like, I don't want no decaffeinated. So she said, in the morning time, she said, no, she said, you're going to have to put the creamer away. She said, but use Splenda sugar. I said, I do use Splenda sugar, but right now I got equal sugar because that's what I started. I said, now I don't like that sugar in that pink pack. So I end up, me and her, we on this phone. Now, not saying we arguing and fussing. So she said, ground your ground turkey. When you grind your ground turkey, make sure you put your seasoning in there. You're going to put your tomatoes and the shredded cheese and all that in there. She said, and then you're going to get your lettuce. We got the romaine lettuce that's already open. Or you just got you don't have to cut your lettuce. Wash your lettuce off real good. Put it on the plate. put your ground turkey inside your lettuce, put the cheese on there, and the dressing. What we was gonna have for, what was it? I think it was like something else that we wanted. On that we was using. Y'all probably heard tell of it. The balsamic vinaigrette dressing for something. She said, and then she said, and do you wanna? She said, and if we get hungry for our snack, she said, we get hungry for our snack, what we'll do, we'll have a sugar-free Jell-O. She said, but what we gonna do before we drink our coffee, we gonna get full off in the water. And she was like, don't you drink no drink. Man, y'all, when I tell y'all, I was getting so frustrated. And so when came to the door on the treadmill twice a day, she said, well, what you ought to do is just go and do a walk in the evening time. And she said, you just FaceTime me, or when you get ready to do your exercise, you just FaceTime me, because I don't want you to call there and you call me saying you don't feel like it and you coming up with excuses. And I was like, well, I was. So when I went back to the doctor, he said, and so the other thing that she did, her and Gina and Sheena, the other thing that she did, all of us, and it was some guys too, like Big Sid, and I can't think of the other one's name right off. He's on my page too. I can't think of the name though, but they on my page. So they end up inboxing. So we had like this big support group going on. So she said, what we gonna do? She said, we're gonna have this challenge. We gonna work out. We gonna start. She said, well, what's the good time for you? I say, well, it just depends on how I feel, what time I wake up. So I said, well, let's do maybe about 6 o'clock. She said, no. She said, we're gonna start at 4 o'clock in the morning. She said, in
Time 35 minutes. Distance 0.82 miles. Average pace 42 minutes 41 seconds per mile.
challenge is gonna be up getting our life. It's like, okay, she said, we're gonna hashtag it up, getting my life back, up getting my life, or something like that. I forgot. And she said, well, she said, it's gonna be easy. She said, we did the Daniel fasting. She said, and since we had got sick, she said, we gonna do the fasting, but we just had like, say we getting ready for a procedure. We do sugar-free Jell-O, chicken broth. And I was like, okay, the chicken broth, that's good. But I didn't want to get too much sodium, and she didn't want to get too much sodium and everything. So she said, well, we just gonna drink water. And once we drank the water, we eat about 12. So at 12 o'clock, we was gonna have again a salad, a green salad with no croutons. That was the one that I was getting mad with. And with the no croutons. And I love dressing. I love honey mustard dressing. The balsamic vinaigrette, I love that too. But as you can see, I'm a sweetness. That was my problem. And the bacon bits, I love to put a whole lot of bacon bits. And the eggs, when we got ready to do the eggs, we didn't necessarily have to go out and buy the egg whites, but I had the egg whites anyway. So, but I was using my eggs that I had already had. So she was like, you gonna take the yolk out of that? I was like, oh my God. She's like, you gonna take the yolk out of that? See, it was a lot of stuff that I did not want to do that I end up doing. Now remind you, y'all know where she at. Sasha about 13 hours from me. 13 and a half hours, almost 14 hours from me. Gina probably about 26, 27 hours from me, depending on how which way you go there. I'm not saying their location, but pretty sure some people know and some people don't know their location. And when we end up, okay, so hold up, this car see me, but then wanna see me, but they wanna go the other way. So back to what I was saying. So when we end up doing that with the salad, which we're gonna have, so the steak, and she was like, when you have the baked potato, and instead of a baked potato, and I didn't think it was gonna matter. Instead of a baked potato, we have sweet potato, but instead of using butter, we use the cinnamon. Y'all see my face, right? Y'all see my face. So then that when we have our snack, we wasn't gonna do too much of the protein shake unless we was doing intensive hard workout, and unless we had worked out more than 3 to 4 hours. So that's the only time we did, for our muscles, to get our muscles or something. Like, I forgot how they go. I had to ask my son. Because they told me. And when we did that part, at night, our cutoff time to eat, our cutoff time was at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Cutoff. We couldn't eat, even if we wanted the snack. Now, I would cheat. I ain't gonna lie. I would cheat, because with the snack part, I would get me, what is that? They call it, not the oatmeal pie, but with the snack part, like I said, I love pineapples. I would get me the pineapple chunks, and I would get me, they got the Quest bars that were so good. So when we did we had to be ready at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I was like, okay, well, Sasha, what
Time 40 minutes. Distance 0.95 miles. Average pace 42 minutes 09 seconds per mile.
I said, what if I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning? Knowing I wasn't gonna get up at no 2 o'clock in the morning. But I was like, and she was like, well, I'ma call you, and you called me. And she said, but this is the goal, what we gonna do to give everybody time enough, because there be people going to work, some people, but it's gonna be you and me. Because that's when I had opened up my business, because I think I had started back working from home then. But then I had the store, but that's okay, so another store. So when we end up at 4 o'clock, when she said it was gonna be easy, it must be 30 minutes. We must work out the 30 minutes that morning. We had from 4 a.m. to 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. and we must be completed our workout by 8 a.m. for 30 minutes only. So that means, like, if I got up, y'all know what it means, but this is how she broke it down to us. Say, for instance, that I got up at 6 o'clock. I had to hurry up and try to work out and do 30 minutes all together. We couldn't break the 30 minutes down. I had to do it all together. We take a picture. We didn't have to upload it the same day. We put it in the collage and we post it and we shared it with each other. And then we could have posted at the end of the week, or we could have posted 2 weeks later, or we could have waited to the end of the month. And then what we was gonna do, we had, like I said, we had them challenges, what we was weighing ourselves in. So we was doing that. We started off with 60 days because we was like, okay, do y'all want to start with 30 days or do y'all want to start with 60 days? Well, a lot of people were saying, let's start with 30 days, because sometimes people get bored with the 60 and the 90 days. So when we did that, that worked out fine. When I tell y'all, that's why I tell y'all, I honestly made my workout into a habit, and it's like going to going to work. So I had to put in my head, in my mind. I'm not gonna tell you that I didn't get frustrated. I'm not gonna tell you that it was days that I cried. It's days that I didn't want to get up. It was days that I didn't want to move. Days that I couldn't get up out the bed. It was just a lot of stuff that was still going on with me personally. While I laid in my bed and cried, and questioned, and then I had the mindset where I had, like, how they say that, pick your chin up, lift your head up, get on my health and shit. That's why I said I had, and that's why I said I didn't do it. Cause I said, again, I said something to my guy one day about me losing weight. He would always tell me, I love the way you are. If you don't like it, you do something about it. I just felt like he would want to tell me what I wanted to hear instead of him telling me the truth. But he started giving me recipes. He started telling me about, he was like, you and my baby, y'all telling me what y'all want to do, but y'all not doing what y'all telling me y'all want to do. He said, because y'all want to tell me on the phone and y'all want to fuss about y'all weight, but y'all not doing nothing about it. But y'all know what? I didn't even realize I had been on here this long. So I'm trying to see, because I'm trying to go back over there. I'm trying to go back over there where that little chicken was. I know I was trying to go back over there with the chicken. But so that's why I said, y'all, don't get frustrated. I tell everybody, the hardest part was getting up. The hardest part is moving. But the easiest part is you doing it. You just got to make it into a habit. It's going to be a lot of days that you going to really get frustrated. It's going to be days that you don't want. And this is another thing that I have.
Time 45 minutes. Distance 1.07 miles. Average pace 41 minutes 49 seconds per mile.
You know what? You just have to. Another thing that I learned, when your body say rest. Another thing that I learned, when your body say rest, you listen to your body. Because I didn't want to listen to my body, and I would be passed out somewhere. Because I ain't really want to listen. I ain't want to listen to. I ain't want to listen to my body. I didn't. And when I started, like I said, looked like I was working. Then I had opened up a place. Like I said, this way before the pandemic, way years ago. And then looked like I was in the process of moving, because I'm trying not to, so I ended up moving because I was ready to move, but I was not ready to move because I was in a big place by myself. I ended up staying by myself, and I was in a big place by myself, my son in and out, and I felt like I didn't need all them rooms with it just being me. So I ended up getting a letter. It was from the county because of the stuff that had happened after I think it was after the tornado. I got a letter out the mailbox. It was like so much that was going on. I went jumping for joy. Baby, when I tell y'all, I went jumping for joy. So I called myself, was trying to downsize. Called myself like, okay, if I cross the bridge, I'm trying to downsize. Y'all, I'm not bragging. I don't know. That's why I said I had to sit there and I was like, Lord, I ain't going to question you. I'm not going to question you, God. blessed me because, like I said, I was still in the 3 and a half, 2 and well, 3 and a half and a half. So when I end up having to move, I moved back home, stayed at home for 7 days. When I stayed back at home for 7 days, end up again that time I had stayed back at home. It wasn't even a good 3 to 4 months that time when I ended up staying back at home. So I ended up, when I finally found the place, I had ended up getting a phone call, and they told me how many bedrooms they had from the realtor. And it was like, you ain't got the rent. I said, oh. He said, rent to own. I ain't know what the procedures were. That's why I was like, Lord, thank you. Thank you, because due to the fact I got somewhere where I got enough room, somebody. But I said, this time just don't let everybody stay with me. That's what I was like. But lay out just aside, for real, you don't have to. Anybody tell y'all, you know, some people be talking about, oh, you losing weight because you trying to get such and such. Oh, you losing weight because you trying. And you know, no. That's why I try to tell everybody. I ain't always been the person, y'all know I tell y'all, and I leave y'all with this. I ain't always been the person that I am today. I thank God for my change. When I started losing weight, I started losing it for myself. I wasn't trying to do it for nobody else but myself and my child. And I want to be here longer to take care of my family if it was pushed to come to shove where I would have to try to get up. Because I don't been there where somebody don't had to bathe me before. Even if I hadn't and everything. You about ready? Because I done did all this walking. I ain't know you standing out there. Let me open the car. Okay, so y'all, I'm in a different location. I thank y'all for coming. And I thank y'all for attending. And y'all,
Time 50 minutes. Distance 1.19 miles. Average pace 42 minutes per mile.
to do one more, y'all, because I need to do this last one because it say 1.9. The one that you know what, I used to use Edmondo, and I used to use Map My Walk and Run Keeper. But what I did do was invest in me. That's what me and Sasha did. We invested in us a heart rate monitor, a polar heart rate monitor, and it waterproof. But now I don't try to worry about all that. I just go on and do my workout. It's just